Good morning, children. How's you all? I hope you all will be fine at your home and your family members also. So, now, today, children, we will start with unit number 3, Information and Communication Technology Skills, or in short, we can say ICT skills. Total in this unit, we are having 4 sessions. So, we will start with session number 1. And before starting with this, children, yesterday 2-3 students are messaging me and they are asking about live classes. In IT, I prefer that you will go through these YouTube because after one class of green skills, we will start our practical session, and there it is not possible for you also to do the practical side by side in the live class. For you, it is better that first you will check the video and try it at your home, and then if any problem is there, then again go through that video, do revision again. And few students are also saying me that they are not having books at their home, so for them also it is beneficial. And now we will start with this unit. So session number 1, basic computer operations. Basic computer operations, as its name suggests, basic operations, these operations you have already done in your previous classes. How to start a computer, how to close the computer. So first term is ICT. What is ICT? ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology. In your life, so many times you will learn about this term ICT. It means the communication technology we are using for storing the information, for sharing the information, for recording the information. Okay, the best example is your mobile phone. Basically, mobile phone is what? That one is a communication technology by which we are connecting to our friends, we are with our family members. And with this mobile phone, we are gathering information also, we are sharing information also. So, mobile phone is an ICT tool. ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology, and it refers to all the methods, all the tools, concept related to storing the data, for recording the data, for sending the data and or digital information. Okay, next is ICT is helping us in communicating and running our business also. With this mobile phone you can communicate or you can connect with your friends, with your family members, and with that mobile phone you can run your business also. So ICT stands for Information and Communication Technology. Next term is computer hardware and software. In previous classes, so many time we learned about hardware and software. What are hardware? All the physical or tangible part of the computer that we can see or that we can touch. Okay, so is hardware. Examples are here: keyboard, your mouse, CPU, mobile phone. They are like the example of hardware. In that hardware, we are installing certain application, your WhatsApp like, that you can only see, we can't touch. They all are software. Your MS Word, PowerPoint, and in mobile phone, which mobile phone you are having? Android phone I am having. So Android, what is Android? Android is an operating system or it is a software. Okay. Next is, this one is your computer. In your computer, your monitor, your keyboard, they all are hardware, and inside your computer applications are there, they all are software. Okay. Next is operating system. As its name suggests, which is used to operate your system is operating system, or we can say it is an interface between user and hardware. You are user, your mobile phone is hardware. Okay, but if that Android is not there, then are you able to use that mobile phone? No. If you are having laptop but in your laptop Windows is not there, then are you able to use that laptop? No. Okay, it means operating system is a software that act as an interface means link between user and hardware, or we can say it is the software that start working as soon as we switch on a computer. When we starting our phone and when we rebooting or booting our phone, that time what going on in that phone, where operating system is loaded. Children, the name of the unit is basic operations of computer. Of a computer, basic operation first one is starting a computer. We all are aware that in CPU this power button is there, and this we use to start the computer. When you are pressing that power button of your CPU, what actually happened, that for 1 minute some processing is going on, that all the when you press that button, basically computer perform BIOS operation. BIOS stand for basic input output system. Okay, one power self test that is done by computer, and in this what is doing is checking all its input and output devices, all its hardware software, that everything is perfectly working or not. And when everything is perfect, then your operating system is loaded. And after loading, sometime you have seen that on your screen right corner in notification bar, you have seen that messages are there, USB device is not recognized or window required update. So these messages are generated by your operating system. So here is basic function performed when computer start is a computer automatically run a basic program called BIOS. BIOS is basic input and output system, and as it is switched on, the power button is pushed on. When you on this power button, BIOS automatically start running in your computer. The BIOS first does a self test, means checking all its components, and if the self test shows that the system is fine, the BIOS will load what operating system. We have seen now, when you open that power button for 1 minute, that few files are loaded in your computer, and after 1 minute it will show you the desktop that now your computer is ready, and that means that computer's operating system is loaded into the memory. Okay, once we load the operating system in the memory, our computer start working. The first screen that appear in front of you is login screen. Login screen, it contain two things, ID and password, and you are filling your ID password and then click on this login option, and then you, after successful login, you will enter in the system, and after doing your work click on this logout option, and in this manner after this you are moving out from that session. Why we require this login and logout option? Because by this the computer knows that you are an authorized person, and it allows you to work on the application that are present in that computer. Okay, after doing all the work, next task is shutting down the computer. And how we can do? By using that shutdown option, and when we are shutting down the computer, it will close all the applications and turn off the computer. Okay, nothing new. Next topic is using keyboard. Keyboard is an input device that we are using for typing text, for typing number or commands in the computer system. Next is keyboard. This one is your keyboard. In this complete keyboard, keys are divided into parts. This one F1 to F12, they all are function keys. Next one is command key. They all are command key. Next one is your navigation key. Navigation means movement. Page up, page down, home, and these arrow keys. By this also we are moving the cursor. So these are also navigation keys. And right corner, right side of your keyboard, we are having this numeric keypad. And here is the punctuation keys. These are the comma, semicolon, they all are punctuation keys. Window key, we all are aware this one, and these two control all, they are control keys. Okay, now we will take look of all these keys one by one. First one is your function key. As its name suggests, all the keys F1 to F12 are function keys, and they are having a specific function there. Okay, F1 function key is for help, F7 we are using for finding something. Okay, and all the function keys having uh, certain options. F2 is for renaming. Control keys that we are using for controlling purpose: shift, control, space bar, alt, caps lock, tab, they all are coming in the category of control keys. Next one is your enter key. If you want to move your cursor to the next line or in the beginning of a new line, for that we are using enter key. Next one is your punctuation keys, that semicolon, colon, quotation mark, single quote, double quote, they all are coming in the category of punctuation keys. Next one is your navigation keys. Navigation keys we are using for the movement of your page. They are responsible for the movement of in your page. Home and home for the beginning of the page and for the ending of the document. Page up, page down to move up or down and right left in the document. Home and end key that we are using, the cursor they are moving to the left side or right side of a line of the text. Okay, and page up, page down keys are used to move one page up, one page down. Okay, next keys are command keys. Command keys, three keys are there: insert, delete and backspace. Backspace removing, and delete key for deleting, and insert key. Suppose you are pressing this insert key from your keyboard and then start typing, then it will overwrite whatever you have written previously on that content. Next one is your window key. Window key we are using to open the start menu. Okay, this one is your window key. Next is second device is your mouse. You will check that mouse pointing device. In this mouse we are having, this one is your left click, right click and scroll button. It is responsible for scrolling the page up and down. In this, mouse is a device that we can use to move or to select and open any item on your computer screen. Okay, mouse is having four function: roll over or hover. It means I am taking my mouse and I am taking over there, only pointing that one. Okay, I am not clicking with I am not clicking any left or right, but I am only taking my mouse there to roll over or hover. Second base, point and click. I am taking my mouse on any icon and point that one and then click. Left click means I am selecting that one. Next one is drag and drop. With the mouse you can move the icon or item of your computer by left click. First select that one and then drag it to the new location. Next one is double click. Double click to open any specific item or icon. First select that one and double click on that one. Okay, basic operations of computer. Session number 2 is performing basic file operations. File operations, what is file and what is folder? File is a collection of information. In MS Word I am making any document, that one is a file. In Excel I am making one sheet, that one is also a file. So file is a collection of information. File name we are writing is like this. First you have to write down the file name and then dot is separating file name with its extension and dot extension. One example I have written here, that is abc.txt. .txt means that this it represent that this one is a text file. When we install MS Office in our computer, that MS Office is having the package of Word, PowerPoint, Excel and Outlook, sorry, not Outlook, these documentation purpose. For this we are using Word file. For a calculation purpose we are using this Excel file. For making presentation, PowerPoint file. So they all are separated with this extension of Word file. .docx. Doc means document. Document means Word file. It represents that this file is a Word file. .xlsx, this one is representing it is an Excel file. Excel file means calculation related. .txt, this one is a text file. Or .pptx, that one is a PowerPoint file. Okay, so file is a collection of information, and file containing same type of information, that file, and file name dot extension. In this manner we are saving our file. Next one is folder. Folder containing different files we can place in one folder. Okay, next one is creating new file and creating new folder. I hope you all are aware that how we can create. Nothing new. Go on that location, you can click on new file folder option. Or second method is right click on that particular location and click on new option, and then you will select which file or folder you want to create. So nothing new in this. Children, session number 1 and 2, all the topics you have already discussed, but now session number 3, computer care and maintenance. From this topic we will discuss in our tomorrow class. Until this, do revision till session number 1 and 2, and don't afraid about anything. If you found any problem in any topic, you will tell me. I will repeat that topic 2 times 3 times with up to that you want. Okay, so don't worry about this, that which class is going on, because that so many students is having problem in practical session. They are facing problem that because they don't have book also, so for them also it is convenient. And if you still found any problem in any topic, you will told me. I am here, then no need to fear. You will only follow me what I am teaching you. You will only check these video, what homework I am giving, do that one. Definitely you will score much better marks, and even 100 marks out of 100 in board exams. Okay, if you still any problem, if you found in any topic, you will inform me. I will repeat that topic again. Okay, now tomorrow we will start with session number 3 of this unit, and tomorrow we will complete this unit. Then one day for green skills, and then we will start with our practical sessions. Okay class, till then be safe, do revision, do your studies, and thank you so much. Thank you for listening me.